Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Today I'm going to be sharing why junk silver is so important and why it has so much potential. Why you definitely need to be stacking this type of silver. This is probably the most potential type of silver you can invest into in regards to, future prices and how much, potential it can gain in the future, and I'll be explaining that in this video. So before we start, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you already haven't. So what is junk silver? It's 90% silver, and it's actually called constitutional silver, but most people call it junk silver. And these are coins like your walking liberties, your barber dimes, quarters, half dollars, Mercury dimes, Morgan silver dollars, peace dollars, Franklin and Kennedy half dollars, Washington quarters, Roosevelt quarters. It's all pre 1965, and this was used when we had the gold standard, meaning our silver was actually backed by something that had real value. So a 50-cent half dollar had 50 cents worth of silver inside of it. So when I went to the store and gave the store clerk or the cashier my 50-cent half dollar, I was actually giving him 50 cents worth of value because the silver that was inside that half dollar, was money. So, I was actually giving money for something that I wanted, a good. Today, nowadays, though, the silver, our money is not backed by real silver, so there's no real value being exchanged or traded. So you can see how hyperinflation can easily take over and put ourselves in massive debt. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. So today we're talking about junk silver, and I'm going to be sharing some techniques because you definitely want to be able to get good deals, and I'm going to share this. So how to determine if you're getting a good price when you buy junk silver? Well, I'm going to share the most common, or actually this isn't very common, actually. A lot of people make it more confusing, but I'm going to break it down extremely easy for you guys. So the formula, the equation to figure out how much silver is in all your junk silver you're buying is face value times 0.715. So let's say I went to the coin shop and I wanted to get $5 worth of junk silver. Not $5 and me pulling $5 out of my pocket, but all of the quarters, dimes, and nickels or whatever added up that amounted to $5. So a pile of junk silver that all added up to $5 in change. What I would do is take that, so it'd be 5 times 0.715, and that will tell you how much silver is in total. Then you compare that amount to spot price to see if it's a good deal. So let's do 5 times 0.715. So 5 times 0.715. So that's 3.575 ounces of silver that's inside of all, that $5 face value worth of junk. So then I could look at spot price, which is, let's say spot price is $17. So I'd multiply that times 17. So I'm looking at around $60 I should be paying for $5 worth of face value. Now, if you're at the local coin shop, you can barter with them a little bit, maybe get a better deal, or maybe, whatever the case is. But if you're on eBay, use this formula because it will definitely help you from getting ripped off. A lot of times, these eBay listings with junk silver, they take advantage of people's lack of education that don't know formulas like this, and they can really screw them over. You definitely want to be careful with that because, this is probably the easiest market to scam people over because, a lot of people don't know what troy ounces are, so or especially people that aren't in the silver world. So what they'll do is these eBay listings will sell their silver in real grams or actual ounces, not a troy ounce, which is shorting them because an actual ounce is 28 grams, a troy ounce is 31. So what they will do is sell it in actual ounces, shorting people those extra 3 grams, which can add up, and they'll also be tricking you guys into wording specific, face value terms differently in spot price, comparing it to make it really confusing where you don't know how much actual silver you're going to be purchasing or getting or receiving on your end. So be careful with that. Always use this formula. Always, go to your local coin shop or somewhere that you trust if you're going to be buying junk silver. So I'm going to be talking about, why junk silver is so beneficial, and this is because they don't make these coins anymore. They don't make them anymore. They stopped making them. So these coins have extreme potential to become numismatic, almost like, let's look at Morgan silver dollars nowadays, or they're a numismatic coin. because since they don't make them anymore, it's driving collectors to want to, stack them and purchase them. And over the years, as they get melted down, they're becoming less and less in circulation, driving their collector value price up. They don't get minted every year like American Eagles. They stopped making these coins in 1964, some earlier than that. Like Morgan's, they stopped a lot earlier than that. So, 1921 was the last Morgan silver dollar ever made. So, there's a lot of potential for these coins over the years to start accumulating in value. So, if you hang on to your junk silver, your constitutional silver, 10, 20, 30 years down the line, all of your silver might start accumulating in price or appreciating in price. All of it might start having more of a collector value and won't be seen as junk anymore. I definitely don't think junk silver is junk. It's a piece of American history. So if you can preserve the condition of your junk silver, and keep them in, because there's different grades of junk silver. There's call silver, VG, VG plus, all that. But if you can preserve the condition, especially with some of the coins like Morgan's, I highly recommend it with, peace dollars, walking liberties, barbers, stuff like that, you're setting yourself up for some extreme profits in the future. I also want to talk about, though, that there is key dates you can find if you go coin roll hunting, stuff like that. Then there's also fun ways that you can do with your kids or with your friends or family, where you can buy rolls of quarters from the bank or whatever, or rolls of dollars, half dollars, and sometimes you'll find some junk silver slipped in there, because people didn't weed them out yet. A lot of people don't even know to look for junk silver. And this is a perfect time to take advantage of that. You can go to the coin machines, cash out some dollar bills for some change and scroll through it. That's really fun. There's a lot of coin hunting videos or coin hunting channels on YouTube, that make it exciting. But here's one of the most important points about junk silver I want to talk about, and this is the fractional aspect of it. To buy fractional rounds, if because fractional silver is beneficial, it definitely is. Let's say you wanted to barter with someone and all you had were 1 ounce coins, but you wanted to trade with something that was worth less than an ounce of silver. You're not going to take a chainsaw to, your coin and cut it in half to barter with. So if you have fractionals, it's a perfect way to barter and trade, just like you do with change at the store. If something's only 36 cents, you pull out, 3 dimes, so if you're going to be bartering with silver, you need a backup plan for that as well. Fractional silver, junk silver, junk silver is a perfect way to store fractionals without having to pay the high premiums that come along with fractional silver. Because remember, these companies, they still have to stamp all these mints have to stamp all these coins with the same die and the same stamping process and the same, finishes on the coins as well. So they still have to charge the premiums for even a 10th ounce round or a 4th ounce round. So it can be very pricey. But junk silver is a perfect way to have mercury dimes, which are about the same diameter as a 10th ounce round, but it also has the other beneficial factors of being a piece of history that they don't make anymore as well. So it's like the best of both worlds, and it's a perfect way to store fractionals. I always tell people that, instead of buying some fractional rounds from APMEX paying extremely high prices, you're better off just buying some mercury dimes, and going that route, or some barber dimes. I think that's an amazing that's an amazing thing, that you can get the best of both worlds and also have a piece of American history. I absolutely love junk silver. Some of my favorites, you guys know, are Walking Liberty half dollars and Mercury dimes. If you guys watched my video the other day, this is because there's sentimental value. That's some of the first silver I found as a kid metal detecting with my grandpa, and I just love the designs. Obviously, the Walking Liberty mimics the American Eagle nowadays, but there's also, there's tons of different types of junk silver out there. Barbers also look extremely good. Peace dollars look extremely well, but if you can find some coins like on eBay, they have Morgans for going for like $25 to $30. If you can get in some of these auctions and get some good prices, you're definitely setting yourself up to, to be having an extremely rare, profitable coin, 30, 40 years down the line. Who knows what those coins can be, that far along, and really it is an unknown factor. No one can say, because we've never been in that situation yet, because the longer these coins are out, the more they get melted down, the less they're in circulation, the rarer and more sought after they're going to be, and it's It's a piece of American history that we can never remake, or try to mimic. So I definitely think junk silver is some of the most potential, highly sought after silver that is out there, and it's definitely the one that makes the most sense, that would appreciate in value. Like American Eagles, everyone has them. They're pumped out by the millions every single year. But junk silver, they don't make it anymore, and especially back then, they weren't pumping out silver anywhere near the rate they do today. So there's already way less than there is American Eagles or Pandas or any coins like that. So it's an extremely low minted coin, also extremely rare, also with fractional silver's beneficial, aspects to it. Also the key dates, the history, and the future potential from it growing in numismatic value. Junk silver is definitely a win-win in my books, and definitely a must-have for every single silver stacker. It looks beautiful, it's fun to hold, it's worn down, there's toning on them, the coins look so good, and you're definitely going to fall in love with it, and it's also very affordable as well. So I definitely think junk silver is a must-have for every silver stack, and I'm sure a lot of you guys agree. I don't like calling it junk. I like calling it constitutional silver, because it's definitely not junk. And once you get some Mercury dimes in your hand, you'll understand what I mean. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you already haven't. What is your favorite junk silver? I'm so curious to hear. Is it Mercury dimes? Is it the Barbers? Is it the Liberty Head? The Liberty Head quarters? Those look really interesting as well. The seated Liberties. There's some older ones, there's some rarer ones, but I also do love the Carson City Morgans. Those things are pristine. They're so rare. They look so good. If you can get some Morgans that are in some really good condition, you can on eBay sometimes. If you get some good listings, some good auctions, you can get some Morgans that are preserved, almost looking like they're BU finished, without being cleaned as well. And that's another thing. You don't want to clean your junk silver. That ruins the value of it. You don't want to do that. Just let them be dirty and toned and scratched up. It kind of brings the character to life in the story behind that coin. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I had a fun time making this. I love talking about junk silver. There's so much to talk about. There's so many different things behind it, and I definitely think you guys are going to enjoy it as well. Anyways, this was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.